Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you for giving me your precious time. Today I'm with Taimoor, Hassan and Umar. Before starting this video, I would like that you should introduce yourself to the audience so that people can connect with you at some point.
My name is Taimoor Ahmed. I graduated in 2014 and I started my career as an IT executive in a technical training firm in 2015. I worked there for about 6 to 7 months. Then I moved into a internet service provider, probably the biggest one in Karachi or Pakistan maybe.
Yes.
I worked there for about 4.5 years. I kept on jumping departments, but in around 2019 or so, I moved to a Cisco Gold Partner company. That was a service provider company as well, but that was a service for professional services where I was working mostly in security. In the January of after that, I moved to a local bank as well. I worked in the bank for about 2 years as well. After that, I moved to Cisco, Poland, Krakow. I joined Cisco in about, I think, January 2022. And since then, I've been here for 3 years now. And now, I am a consulting engineer in the security department of Cisco.
That's cool. That's a quite impressive experience. Moving towards Hassan. Hassan, thank you for your time. I would appreciate if you introduce yourself as well to the audience.
Thank you, Moeez, for inviting me. I'm glad to be here. So, my name is Hassan. Currently, I'm working as a security consultant in one of the leading cybersecurity companies in the world. So, I started my career back in 2016 from Karachi, Pakistan. I worked as a IT engineer, junior network engineer, whatever you want to say, in one of the local companies. And for around 1.5 to 2 years. After that, I took a break and resumed my studies. I did my master's and moved to Italy from University of Rome. And once I finished my master's, I moved to Poland, Krakow. Got a very good opportunity in Cisco. Worked as a tech engineer for 1.5 years, and now I'm working in a cybersecurity firm.
Now moving towards Umar. Umar, thank you so much for your. I know I disturbed you early in the morning, but thank you for your time. I would also appreciate that you introduce to our audience as well.
Thanks, guys. As you know that my name is Umar, and I graduated from Sirset University from Pakistan, and I started my career from technology. Mostly, I'm working in the development part, so like usually I'm working in the Microsoft tech stack. So I started my career from one of the leading IT company exec and with the Bold channel, and I worked there almost 2 years. And after that, I moved into the fintech domain, and then I joined TPS. It's also based in Karachi. So I worked there almost 2 years in the fintech domain, and after that I moved to Italy and I started my master's in data science, and I finished my master's in 2022. Meanwhile, I was also working in a IT company in EPAM, and after completing my master's, I moved to the Poland with the same company, and currently I'm working with the EPAM as a senior software engineer.
So starting with you, Taimoor. So if someone wants to join Cisco Professional Services, right? So firstly, tell me what is the job title that is being referred in Cisco for Cisco Professional Services?
Okay, so the only portal that you need to know about for Cisco jobs is jobs.cisco.com, and that is the only place where you can apply for. You can have other places as well, but they will all direct to the same portal, and that's job.cisco.com. For a professional services engineer, what you need to look for is a job title called consulting engineer, and this is the position that I am in. A consulting engineer can be of very different technologies. You need to shortlist or filter whatever technologies that you want. For myself, I am a part of Cisco security engineer, and this is kind of about it. And our role is very much around consulting. It's not a break and fix like that. So consulting engineer is something who consults and it gives advice and things.
Okay. If someone wants to come as a professional services, then it's a consulting engineer job title that he has to apply, right?
That is correct. Yes.
So if someone wants to apply into this particular job profile, I'll say to your department as a consulting engineer in Cisco security product. So what is the skill set he must have so that he should apply for this role?
Okay. So when it comes to skill set, it's obviously very important that you need to have more than one skills with respect to the technology, because I think we do not have one or two products. We have 11 or two security products that we need to work on at the same time. So that is something you need to be very careful about. You just cannot go on with one or two products. You need more than one. It's better if you come from a system integrator, someone who knows their east and west technologies. Uh, but apart from that, there are some soft skills requirement as well, that you should be able to speak. You should be able to understand English very clearly. So, yep.
If you talk specifically about a product, what are the products that you would see as of now? Like, for example, yes, technologies are changing. Like every couple, I would say 5 to 10 years, things get changed. So, what are the technology products you would see that, okay, these are the product that a candidate should have a hands-on or should have a knowledge of before applying to your department?
Okay, so it pretty much depends, but the bread and butter that we call are two technologies. That's just a firewall and NAC. NAC is something that we have eyes for, but yeah, you can always have at least one major technology that you're going to be very good on, but the rest of those you can have a very basic level knowledge, and we can teach you that to ramp up and do other things. But if you're really looking for someone to start right now or maybe in the next future, we would really like someone who knows their way around a firewall or a NAC, because these are the two technologies that have the most amount of work with us. But there are other technologies as well which we need to know. For example, there are some umbrella products as well. There are some CDO products as well, SASE products as well. Those are something that you need to know very basic knowledge of, because they're not that common. When challenges for those products come in, you can always ramp up and tackle those.
So these are the two products that he should has a good hands-on before applying it to a professional services. But you also mentioned there's a graduate program as well, right? So in that case, what is the criteria for graduate programs? It seems like anyone gets graduate and comes into the professional services as well.
So there are two types of program. One is called a graduate program, and there's another program, I forgot the name of it, but I'll start with the graduate program. Graduate program is something where you graduate directly from the university and you can apply for a rotation role. For example, you'll get somewhere 6 months in tax, 6 months in PS, and so on and so forth. And you can sort of try to find out where you belong, what you want to do for the rest of the year, or maybe 2 or 3 years, whatever. And there is another role, it's called a new horizon role. A new horizon role is something where you have spent a lot of time in a non-technical role, but now you think that you should move into a technical role as well. For example, this is for people in finance, people in marketing, people in field very far away from networking, like Umair has. So New Horizon is something where you can right now start with basic networking courses or technology, and you can join Cisco to learn more about what Cisco does and pursue a better career in networking maybe.
So in order to apply as you graduate, is the job description remains the same on Cisco jobs, or what's the difference?
So the job description is not the same for the graduate program. Graduate program has a very lenient and less demanding job role. So yeah, the position in college depends on where you apply from. For example, if you apply from the UK region, that's the UK and Ireland, then it's called an apprentice role. In Poland, I think it's called a graduate role, where you have a very less demanding profile. You need to have a basic understanding on what the roles are. Obviously, you can start with whatever department you want. For example, most people that I know from graduate programs start with TAC, and this is where they try to learn more and find their way around. From PS, I have only encountered people who went into New Horizon, where they already have 7 or 8 years experience, but now they want to try this. So the years of experience is a better asset for TAC or for PS as well.
So if someone wants to apply as a graduate, right? Is the same website to which
it's the same website. Yeah, you need to look for graduate programs. It's not just the website. So the difference in graduate program is that there are people from Cisco who will go to universities and they will do their market shares and market advertisements, and they will have their stalls, where if you have an interest in graduation, you can always go talk to them. There are people from marketing, human resources, or like we say in people, we say in Cisco, it's called People and Communication Departments. So you can go to them and tell them you have an interest, and they'll obviously tell you if there's a position for graduate programs, and yeah, you can go through that as well.
Professional experience, as we know that when it comes to a professional services, and experience matters a lot. If someone already works on a product, right, it will be very beneficial. Apart from technology, for example, if two guys come to you and both have the same set of knowledge, right, they both are skilled. They both have kind of same years of experience. But my question is that, is the industry differentiate while selecting that candidate? Industry experience, actually.
Industry does play a lot of role, but the thing is, I am not in position to decide who hires or who not. But yeah, I do sit in interviews, and from my point of view only, it only matters how confident you are in the technology that you're talking about, and with what background you come from. For example, if someone comes in from an integrated background, then I know they know what kind of work they have to do. Obviously, it will be an advantage for me if someone comes from that background. But the best of people that I've worked with did not come from integrated background. They came from very enterprise networks, or they came from Cisco competitors. So it very much depends.
The guys working in any kind of industry are welcome to apply in professional services. When you talk about knowledge, certifications are important that actually portrays us to that what kind of knowledge you are having, that actually portrays your profile as well. What do you think that what is a certification a guy should add in his portfolio?
So if you're talking about certificate, every certificate that you do should be in your portfolio. But if I were to look for something, I would look for Cisco specific secure certifications. For example, when I joined Cisco back 3 years back, so at that time I had CCNP security. I did not have any other things, but Cisco lately forced me to learn a lot about open source technologies as well. Some very heavy focus on Linux things, automation stuff as well. But yes, if you were to start on security that you're really wanting to get into a professional services, I would say yes, CCNP of your relevant technology, at least concentration exam in one, so you know what you're best in.
Yeah, I think we have a pretty much information. Like if someone wants to apply for a consulting engineer in Cisco's, we have pretty much everything from you. If someone wants to reach Taimoor, he can reach to through his LinkedIn profile as well. I'll post your LinkedIn profile into the video. And also on the Cisco's website, there's a detailed information about the job as well, and also the technologies that you should be of knowledge of. So yeah, if you wanted to apply, go for the jobs.cisco.com. I think jobs.cisco.com,
Yep.
right? And search for your job, for your skill set. You will find everything in the whole world. If you have any questions, feel free to mention in the questions, or you can reach through our LinkedIn profiles. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Taimoor.
Cheers.